Imagine this. You're plunged into pure chaos. Bullets, like tearing through the air 0.5 miles per second. Explosions rocking the ground. Men caught in this. Well, the source calls it a clumsy death dance.
It's a visceral opening, isn't it? We're dropping you right into that kind of intense action today.
Exactly. Welcome to our deep dive. We're unpacking some really gripping excerpts from Don Pendleton's Frontier Fury.
And this isn't just about a mission, it's about getting tangled in this web of loyalty, betrayal, all set against the rugged backdrop of Pakistan.
Right. So our mission for you today is to cut through all that action, all that detail, and pull out the key insights. Think of it like a shortcut.
A shortcut to understanding covert ops, the human side of war, and just the sheer grit needed to survive in these places.
Yeah, get ready for some aha moments. We're going to connect the dots in this really high-octane story.
Okay, let's start with the main man, Mack Bolan, the executioner.
Quite a title.
It is. Earned in Vietnam, but interestingly, he was also known as Sergeant Mercy there. Showed compassion, apparently.
That contrast is fascinating. Tells you a lot right away. But then his story shifts, right? His family.
Tragedy strikes. They're killed by the mafia, which sparks his famous one-man war against them.
And then another turning point, April Rose.
Yes, her death, attributed to the Soviet terror machine, solidified his break with establishment authority, as he calls it. Now he's in this sort of arm's-length alliance with the government.
For his everlasting war.
Exactly. And his philosophy is stark. Justice may be late, but it's still coming. And there will be blood. He doesn't dwell on what might be.
So he's focused. Laser focused, maybe.
Yeah.
What does that tell us about how he approaches things?
It tells us he's incredibly pragmatic, almost Old Testament in his sense of retribution, you know, not getting lost in moral gray areas during the action.
Okay, so that brings us to the mission briefing. 2 days before the main firefight we opened with. It happens in Stony Man Farm.
Right, and this place isn't your average office park. It's hidden deep in Shenandoah National Park. Super high security, airstrip, helipads, the works.
Just the description tells you this is serious, covert stuff.
Absolutely. And it's there Bolan gets his orders from Hal Bragola and Barbara Price.
And the target is Akram Ben Abd el-Bari, FBI's 10 most wanted list since 2001.
Big bounty, too, $4 million.
Yeah, the background is interesting. Born in Cairo, pharmacist's father, joins the Muslim Brotherhood at like 14, becomes a surgeon.
But his motivation, or maybe his rage, comes later.
Yes. The source says his family died in a U.S. smart bomb attack in 2001. That seems to be the catalyst. And his number 2, Ra'id ibn Rashad, he's also a heavy hitter, linked to the Sadat assassination, the 88 embassy bombings.
So these are definitely high-value targets.
No question. And the key piece of intel is this photo, just 10 days old, supposedly showing them together in Pakistan's northwest frontier province.
The mission sounds simple on paper. Confirm they're there. Take feasible action.
Deceptively simple. Because Barbara Price, she immediately flags major issues, calls it a bloody can of worms.
Why? What were her main concerns? Well, first, suspected Pakistani government complicity, which is huge. Then, no exact coordinates. And serious doubts about their local contacts' reliability.
She was overruled, though.
Yeah, the source says she was against this from the start, but was overruled. Her dissent really highlights the political risks Bolan's walking into, right? It's not just bullets he needs to dodge.
Absolutely. It screams political minefield. Okay, tell us about this native contact she's worried about. Hussein Gorshani.
Right. He's a Shia Muslim in Pakistan, runs an electronics repair shop, apparently a CIA asset.
And his motivation?
Patriotism, supposedly, working against his own government's two-faced policy, as the source puts it, of shielding terrorists.
But Price doesn't buy it. Or she has doubts.
She has major doubts. She suspects he might be playing both sides, maybe working for Pakistan's intelligence bureau, the FIA, or, you know, the big one, the ISI.
Wow. So right from the get-go, there's this undercurrent of potential betrayal. Even your allies might not be allies.
Precisely. It sets a really uncertain tone. Okay, so the setup's clear. Now the infiltration. Pure action.
Bolan jumps 10,000 feet into Pakistan's northwest frontier.
He's kitted out for deniability, AK-47 so it doesn't scream American operative.
Yeah.
FN-57 pistol, grenades, even a grenade launcher for his rifle.
Aiming for a spot near a river, a hairpin turn.
And Gorshani is there, waiting. He spots Bolan's parachute. It's sky blue for camouflage against the sky.
But Gorshani's having second thoughts.
Big time. He's questioning his sanity, knowing he's committing a serious crime, helping Bolan on Pakistani soil. It really shows the personal cost, the risk these contacts take.
And things go sideways almost immediately.
Instantly. Ambushed by a Pakistani army patrol, Second Lieutenant Tariq Nasir, 10 soldiers, a BTR-70 APC, and a Scorpion Jeep.
Nasir wants them alive, though, for questioning.
Yeah, and that's his mistake. He decides to take a bridge to cross the river to cut them off, instead of engaging directly. That delay costs him everything.
Fatal hesitation.
Totally. Bolan and Gorshani jump into Gorshani's old SUV, a Mahindra Bolero. Bolan becomes the tail gunner.
Firing the AK?
And then the GP-25 grenade launcher. First round, hits the Jeep's grill. Boom. Explodes, flips over. Just like that.
Brutal. But the APC is still coming.
Relentless. So Bolan does something incredible. Leaps onto the APC's turret, drops a frag grenade right down the hatch.
The description of the blast.
Yeah, like a cherry bomb inside an oil drum, multiplied to the 10th power. Devastating.
And to clean up.
Just as ruthless, Bolan mows down the survivors scrambling out. Gorshani joins in, takes down the last one, even delivers a mercy round to a wounded soldier.
So the entire patrol wiped out.
12 soldiers, gone. They leave the scene fast, but this firefight, it's just the beginning. It sets off a chain reaction.
What does this first clash tell us about the bigger picture here? It feels like more than just an escape.
Oh, it definitely is. It immediately draws us into this deepening conspiracy. Let's shift focus now to the other side, to al-Bahri's base.
Described as a cave complex, right? On Mount Kakwani. The location seems a bit hazy, maybe straddling the Afghanistan-Pakistan border.
Exactly. Adds to the mystique, the hidden nature of it. Security is intense. Black turban, Taliban guards, passwords, pat-downs, even for regular visitors like this guy, Harada Bhutani.
Al-Bahri is focused on planning jihad, issuing fatwas from a damp cave.
Yeah, living like a mole, as the source puts it. He's getting updates about operations in Kabul, Iraq, but he relies on messengers like Bhutani and another one, Arzu Amajabain. Too risky to use satellites.
Paranoid but active. But the conspiracy involves the Pakistani military, too.
Deeply. Enter Brigadier Bahar Jadoon, high-ranking officer in Rawalpindi, secretly allied with al-Qaeda.
Why? What's his motivation?
A debt of honor? Sounds noble, but it's dirty. Covering up a prostitute's death, getting rid of another officer who was blocking his promotion. Al-Qaeda helped him, now they own him.
Classic leverage.
Absolutely, and Jadoon hates it. He despises being under their thumb, but does their bidding to protect his career, his life. It's a chilling look at how compromise can trap even powerful people.
What does that kind of compromise at the top tell you about the system itself?
It shows incredible vulnerability. Power doesn't mean integrity, not here anyway. It means secrets, weaknesses that can be exploited. This leads directly to a horrific plot.
The messenger, Arzuma Jabain, meets Jadoon in Rawalpindi.
In the central marketplace, yeah. With orders from al-Bahri, the target. A Christian church in Islamabad, one they'd hit before, back in 2002.
And al-Bahri wants another attack, a martyr sacrifice.
To protest the church and its school reopening, the designated martyr is Sabir Humayun, just 18, an Afghani kid. Fed the usual lines about paradise and virgins.
Carrying a bomb vest.
A heavy one. 40 pounds of Semtex. The source notes it smells like marzipan, oddly, to mask the explosive scent, but it's packed with nails, screws, even grimly rancid barnyard muck to cause infections.
Just pure evil. And Jadoon's role.
Create a diversion, like fake street construction, reroute Muslim shoppers away, make sure the Christian infidels are there when Humayun detonates.
And the attack happens.
It does. 19 killed, 23 wounded outside the church. Jadoon's reaction, numb. Feeling like a vast debt is repaid. Just cold calculation.
Okay, so Islamabad bombing adds another layer of horror. Meanwhile, the hunt for Bolan and Gorshani is heating up after that first ambush.
Right. Colonel Salim Lagari gets the job from Jadoon. Find the killers of Nasir's patrol.
But Jadoon has ulterior motives.
Yes. He suspects Lagari might be spying on him, maybe reporting higher up. So he hopes this dangerous assignment gets Lagari removed permanently.
Wow. Pawns in a deadly game.
Exactly. Lagari takes 4 men, 2 M113 APCs, finds the burned-out SUV and APC wreckage. He's determined.
And this leads him to Sandrani, Gorshani's mother's village.
Yeah. Bolan and Gorshani went there for climbing supplies. The villagers don't like al-Qaeda, but they don't know Bolan. One villager, Imran Hasni, sees Gorshani with a foreigner, speaks English. He informs Lagari.
Yeah.
Very bad move. Before Lagari even gets there, the villagers deal with Hasni themselves. The source says he was gutted like a sheep.
Brutal. What does that immediate violent response tell you about life there?
It speaks volumes about local justice, fierce loyalties, and how official law means very little in these remote, dangerous places. It's raw.
So Ligari arrives, finds Hasni's body, talks to the headman.
Aban Gardezi. He denies everything. Lagaria isn't by it, gets angry, threatens the whole village. Collective punishment, death by association. The situation is about to explode.
But Bolan and Gorshani are watching.
Hidden nearby, Bolan sees it turning into a massacre. Makes a decision. No more stealth.
He intervenes. How?
Firing from the hip. Uses the grenade launcher to take out one APC's gunner, then somehow gets control of the .50 cal machine gun on the other APC, just turns the tables instantly.
Amen.
Then it's pure carnage. He sweeps his scythe across the killing field, takes out all 26 remaining soldiers. Gorshani helps finish the job.
26 soldiers, plus Hasni. 27 dead.
Yeah. They load the bodies into the APCs. Bolan uses thermite grenades to incinerate the vehicles, destroy all evidence. The villagers help clean up. Resigned, not angry, like this is just Tuesday.
Chilling. How do these escalating massacres register elsewhere, back in Washington?
Hal Brognola gets reports. First 20 dead, then 26 more. The style screams Bolan, but the details are murky. He also hears about the Islamabad bombing, but can't connect it directly to Bolan's mission yet.
And al-Bari, on Mount Kakwani.
He hears about the 26 dead soldiers, too. Initially thinks it's unrelated, but then realizes the second attack was much closer to his location.
Sees an opportunity.
Exactly. Offers Jadoon assistance from al-Qaeda to deal with this threat, further tightening his grip on the brigadier.
And Jadoon's reaction to losing Ligari and his troops.
Secretly relieved, Ligari was a sharp stone from his shoe, he thinks. Now he plots to pursue the killers, Bolan and Gorshani, but he's actually hoping they succeed in killing al-Bari first.
So Jadoon wants Bolan to eliminate al-Bari to free him from his debt.
Precisely. It's this incredibly twisted web of self-interest and betrayal. Everyone's playing an angle.
Okay, the end game is approaching. Bolan and Gorshani start climbing Mount Kakwani.
It's a tough climb. Steep, high altitude, pushing their limits. And during this climb, Bolan pushes Gorshani for his CIA contact's name.
And Gorshani gives it up.
Yeah, Azar Gulpari. An al-Qaeda member, apparently, who wants to bring the organization down from the inside. Gorshani trusts him, thinks he's straight.
An inside man. Adds another layer.
Definitely. As they climb higher, they take out 2 al-Qaeda sentries silently. Silenced pistol. Then they overhear other guards talking.
Oh, what?
Mundane stuff, actually. Women, prostitutes. But then, critically, they hear heavy vehicles approaching on the narrow road.
Trouble coming up the mountain.
Big trouble. It's Lieutenant Colonel Rahim Dovi, Ligari's replacement.
How does Davi know where to go?
He beat the information out of the Sanjani headman, Armin Mojtaba. Knows Gorshani's name, knows there's a white foreigner involved. He's leading his APCs up the mountain, gunning for glory, assuming al-Qaeda brass is there.
So multiple forces converging on the cave complex.
It's set for an explosive finale. Bolan and Gorshani decide to charge the cave entrance. Stealth is out the window now.
But al-Bari makes his move first.
He does. Sees the Pakistani troops coming, knows capture is likely, chooses martyrdom instead. Straps on a 22-pound Semtex vest, connects the caps. Boom!
Self-detonation.
Right inside the cave entrance. The source calls the blast apocalyptic, brings down the stone archway, buries him and his guards, creates this massive dust cloud.
Chaos.
Utter chaos. Davi's troops are blinded by the dust. The remaining al-Qaeda fighters outside the cave and the Pakistani soldiers just start shooting at anything that moves. They end up killing each other in the confusion.
Friend and foe totally blurred.
Completely. Amidst all that pandemonium, Bolan and Gorshani slip away, downhill through the dust and fighting.
And Davi, what does he find?
He arrives late. The cave entrance is buried. He mops up any surviving guerrillas, reports a victory back to Jadoon.
And gets rewarded for it.
Gets promoted to full colonel, gets a medal, the Sitar-e-Jarat, all based on, well, luck and lies, pretty much.
Well, Jadoon.
Jadoon is secretly thrilled al-Bari is dead. His blood debt is cleared. He then moves to tie up loose ends, kills the messenger Arzu Majabain in Rawalpindi, eliminates the witness to his dealings.
So the main targets are gone, but the fallout continues. What happens to Bolan and Gorshani?
They make it to Rawalpindi. Bolan tries to convince Gorshani he has to leave Pakistan. His name is known. He's effectively a traitor now in the eyes of the authorities.
But Gorshani resists.
Stubbornly. Still believes his people will understand, will change their minds. It's quite a powerful, maybe tragic display of faith in his homeland.
That personal conviction, even facing death, It really stands out.
It does. It highlights that deep connection people have, you know? Anyway, the extraction happens. Jack Grimaldi, Bolan's pilot, picks him up.
Smoothly.
Seems so. An ARH-70 chopper, armed recon, remote pickup in Pakistan, fly low into Afghanistan. Minimal diplomatic fuss thanks to Grimaldi's skill.
And Ghoshani's fate in Afghanistan.
He's met by a CIA guy, uses the cover name Jack Armstrong, offers him opportunities. His future is left hanging, ambiguous. Which feels right, given everything. He's caught between worlds.
A pawn who survived, but now what?
Exactly. And finally, Bolan meets Brunyola. Where else but Arlington National Cemetery?
Poignant setting.
Very. They talk about the fallout, minimal diplomatic rumbles, mostly about airspace violations, quickly smoothed over. They discuss Ghoshani's uncertain path.
Brunyola acknowledges Bolan achieved something.
Yeah, acknowledges the good Bolan did, hitting al-Bahri, even if Ghoshani's life is now completely upended. Not by his own choice.
And Bolan.
He accepts it. It's his everlasting war, where luck runs out for everyone eventually, and then, inevitably.
Brunyola has another job for him.
Always another job. The war never ends.
So, we followed this single mission, and it just exploded outwards, didn't it? Exposed hidden deals, forced impossible choices, changed lives forever.
Absolutely. A cascade of consequences.
It leaves you wondering, what does justice even look like in this world? When the lines are so blurred, when survival means compromising everything, maybe even becoming like the enemy.
When the executioner and the traitor are fighting side by side, and the victor might be the most corrupt one of all.
How do you measure success then? When good and bad are just shifting sands on a battlefield? Definitely something to think about.